because electricity is limited. Okay, they don't have enough electricity. So what I do, everyone shut up, don't use it, right? But someone, if they are able to pay a higher price, that means the marginal value of the good is worthwhile for them, and so they are competitive enough to use it, like TSMC, right? So we don't have water to use, but can TSMC use water? Yes, because they can pay a higher price. Why? Because semiconductor is very expensive, and they make a profit out of it, a lot of profit. And so just pay $4,000 more, $40,000 more, does it matter? No. But command system is really bad because it cut off everyone. But suppose you are producing airplanes, right? It should be very profitable. You should let them have it, right? Let them have electricity. But somehow, anyway, traditional system, we don't talk about it because we don't want to talk about feudal system. It may be more than that, but anyway, feudal system. I don't want to spend time on that. Okay, time is running out. Anyway, market system is something that we are very familiar with because we live in a free society, right? China is not. So too bad for the Chinese and also Hong Kong people, right? Too bad. Anyway. Okay, let's move on. So microeconomics help you a little bit, okay? What's the most helpful thing for you to study microeconomics? Can anyone offer me example? 庄国超. What's the benefit for studying microeconomics? Because if you pass this course, you get 2 units, right? That's it. Well, I'm just teasing. Microeconomics, in my opinion, it offers you a lot of insights into a lot of either your own problems or social problems, or choose a career is really important. So it helps you identify your goal and how to prepare to achieve your goal, to get your dreams come true. Okay? Okay, this is the model. It's kind of interesting. Let us check here. So this is years of education. So you come here. So after elementary school, junior high, senior high, and now you go to college, right? So the more education you get, what happens? The higher income you have. So basically, if you sign up for a master program or PhD program, then you will be able to devise your own model to look at the world. But in this class, we sort of still in elementary level. So you study some models and nothing going to be very complicated. And then talk about, for example, this is a basic idea. This discipline is called econometrics. Econometrics, if you study statistics, there will be something about it. Basically, you have an dependent variable and whole bunch of independent variable. So this dependent variable, its value going to depend on the value of the independent variable. For example, I believe most of you have studied principles of economics. You have consumption function from John Maynard Keynes, right? C is equal to C naught plus MPC times YD. YD is disposable income. So basically, it tells you your consumption level depends on your income. Okay, so something like that. But this is a simple model, and the picture is actually more complicated. So for example, if you are a sociologist dealing with crime, okay, the same kind of training, right? If you use to make drugs, what happened? You're going to get into trouble. So this is just one picture, okay? And there are many different pictures. Okay, so you have assumption, conclusion. So basically this guy, using these diagrams, using this model, he assumes that education is going to do you good. But unfortunately, it happens that some people get education to do bad things, okay, especially the criminals. I think we're going to finish this soon, right? And so for the model, we have a lot of assumption and conclusion. For chapter 2, when we talk about supply and demand, we will talk about more on assumption, okay? And when variables change, what kind of behaviors you're going to expect, okay? Supply increase, demand increase, or subsidy increase, tax increase, all these things. Okay, economic agents, product market, factor market. Here we won't have time to talk about asset market. Basically, this is on the financial market. And factor payments, one of the factor payments you may encounter is if you work for a coffee shop or at a library, okay, basically that's you offer your labor in exchange for payment. But of course, when we talk about producer behavior, it will be much more complicated than that. Well, I think this is not quite related we want to discuss, so I'm going to skip this part. Equilibrium, market structure. For market structure, I'll talk a little bit about it. So we have, if a market has many sellers, we have perfect competitive market. And if you have just one seller, it is called monopoly. If you have a few sellers, it's called oligopoly. And we say if you have one buyer, it will be called monopsony. One seller only want to sell goods, it will be monopoly. One person or company buy goods, it will be monopsony. Let's see. Okay, so basically we cover all these. Our positive economic and normative economics. Social optimum is something that after we discuss the supply side, that's the producers, then we will talk a little bit more about social optimum. Well, sorry. Okay, good. Let's get to chapter 2. And let's take a break. Thank you. 笑脸，切一下，切一下。